Welcome to Ezentially, the podcast where we explore the inner world through the lens of meditation. Today we are entering one of the most famous teachings in Zen Buddhism, a single word, Mu. It comes from a short conversation between a Zen master nearly 1200 years ago, yet millions still meditate with it today. Let's step into that story. A monk once asked the Zen master Zhao Zhu, "Does a dog have Buddha nature?" This was a big question. Buddhist teachings said that every living being has Buddha nature. Zhao Zhu answered in a way that no one expected. He simply said, "Mu." One word, just Mu. So what does Mu mean? Mu literally means no, but in Zen, it isn't an ordinary kind of no. It is not, "No, you're wrong," or not, "No, you shouldn't do this." Instead, Mu means unask the question, drop the whole thing, cut through duality, the yes or no. Mu is less like an answer and more like a sword. It cuts the question in half, right where the dualistic thinking holds it together. Yes versus no, self versus other, enlightened versus unenlightened, right versus wrong. Zhao Zhu wasn't rejecting the monk's question. He was slicing through the way the monk framed reality itself. Why do Zen students meditate on Mu? In Rinzai Zen training, many beginners are given Mu as their first koan. They don't study it it is like philosophy. They don't try to figure out its meaning. Instead, they sit with it, they breathe Mu, and they become Mu. It is simple, even silly at first, but then something begins to shift. At first, it feels like there's you, and there's the word you're focusing on. You're repeating it, you're doing the practice, you're the thinker, the meditator, the self controlling everything. But Mu is designed to dissolve that structure. Every time your mind begins to create a story, am I doing it right? Why isn't it happening? Mu slices straight through the commentary, again and again and again. Slowly, something strange and peaceful happens. The one saying Mu, the inner narrator, begins to fade into the background, not disappear, just loosen. Your sense of me becomes softer and more spacious. Thoughts come and go, but they don't stick to a solid I anymore. The mirror, your true self, will always be there, but it's covered in dust, in layers of judgments, in fears, in opinions, and old memories. Mu clears that dust, and for a moment, just awareness, without a watcher, just a life without a storyteller. This glimpse, even if short, a moment of seeing the nature of the mind directly. If you'd like to say Mu with me, let's try this practice. It will be a gentler version right now. Sit comfortably or rest your shoulders. Let your breath move. And in 3, we will move. 1, 2, 3. Move. Don't try to force anything. Don't look for results. Just let Mu settle. Feel your breaths through your nose and out your mouth. Feel your chest rising and lowering. On an exhale, say a long Mu. Let it vibrate internally and let it resonate in you. No analyzing, no trying to solve it, just Mu. If thoughts arise, go back to Mu and repeat. Why Mu? Mu is called a gate, but there is no actual barrier, no wall to climb over. The obstacle is your own mind. Your assumptions, your ideas about who you are. When Mu cuts through those, you realize that awakening is somewhere else. It's not something to achieve. It's this breath, this moment, this awareness, listening right now. You step through the gate and discover that there was never a gate at all. In closing, Master Zhao Zhu didn't give the monk a philosophical lecture. He didn't even explain Buddha nature. He simply pointed to reality beyond the categories of yes and no, beyond the thinking mind, beyond the small, frightened self we cling to. He said, Mu. And that one word has been echoing for centuries. Thank you for listening. Until next time, take one quiet step and simply sit whatever arises. Thank you.